Warning, warning, warning. This is the trigger warning. If you are easily triggerable, run. Don't walk. Don't think about it. Just run. This is your time to exit right, exit left, whichever way you choose, because I am a triggering motherfucker. And these stories be triggering as fuck. So we not gonna do this no day. If you are tough and rough and ready to rumble, we about to get into this. All right, so this should hopefully be a quick one. It does not look too long. This is going to be the warrant of arrest for Tanner Horner. State of Texas, County of Wise, probable cause arrest warrant affidavit in the name and by the authority of the state of Texas. Before me, the undersigned authority, on this day personally appeared the undersigned affiant who, after being by me duly sworn on oath, deposes and says that Tanner Lynn Horner, white male, date of birth redacted, Texas driver's license number redacted, hereinafter styled defendant, on or about the 30th day of November 2022, and before making and filing of this complaint in the County of Wise of the state of Texas, did then and there knowingly and intentionally commit the offense of capital murder of person under 10 years of age, to wit, then and there intentionally and knowingly cause the death of an individual, namely Athena Monroe Strand, white female, date of birth redacted, an individual younger than 10 years of age, by strangulation, a violation of the Texas Penal Code 19.03. I don't know if that's subsection A8, a capital felony, CJIS code 09990029. Your affiant investigator, J. Oliver, is a peace officer licensed by the state of Texas and has been so for approximately 11 years. Affiant is and employed as a deputy sheriff by the Wise County Sheriff's Office and is assigned to the Criminal Investigations Division. Your affiant has reason to believe and does believe the defendant committed the offense alleged herein because on Wednesday, November the 30th, 2022, at approximately 18:41 hours, Elizabeth Ashley Strand, white female, date of birth redacted, called 911. The call was answered by the Wise County Sheriff's Office Communications. Elizabeth reported that her 7 years of age stepdaughter, Athena Monroe Strand, white female, date of birth redacted, had reportedly vanished from her residence at 268 County Road, 3573, Paradise, Wise County, Texas. Deputies were dispatched to the address. Deputies arrived at approximately 18:56 hours, followed shortly after by numerous deputies, fire department, and EMS personnel. First responders began diligently searching for Athena in the near freezing temperature. Deputies spoke with the original reporting party, Athena's stepmom, Elizabeth Ashley Strand. Elizabeth explained to deputies she had last seen Athena inside the converted storage shed Athena and her stepsister were temporarily using as a bedroom/living headquarters, while Athena's father, Jacob Henry Strand, white male, date of birth redacted, renovated the main residence, smaller residence in parentheses. Next to the storage shed, it should be noted that the main residence is the smaller of the residents, and the large residence is abandoned. Elizabeth stated she had last seen Athena around 17:45 hours on the same day, 11/30/2022, when Elizabeth had left Athena inside the shed/bedroom and told her to sort through her dirty clothes for laundry. Elizabeth then went back inside the main residence and started making dinner. Around 20 to 30 minutes later, Elizabeth went back outside to Athena's room to tell her dinner was ready, but Athena was gone. Elizabeth looked inside the room but did not notice anything suspicious or apparently different or out of place inside the room since she had last seen Athena in there. Elizabeth immediately began looking around the property for Athena. At approximately 1822 hours, Elizabeth called her sister and brother-in-law, who lived on the adjacent property next to Elizabeth and Athena, and asked if Athena was over at their residence. They told Elizabeth that Athena was not over there and then began looking for Athena themselves. Elizabeth then called her husband Jacob, Athena's father, who was currently driving with his father to a hunting lease near San Antonio and told him Athena was missing. Jacob then told Elizabeth to call 911. Elizabeth could not think of any place or person Athena would try to run away from the property to. Nor did Elizabeth know of any particular location on or around the property Athena would try to hide at. Houston also spoke with Jacob, who confirmed he and his father were driving to a hunting lease when Elizabeth called to tell him she could not find Athena. So Jacob and his father immediately turned around and drove back to the property, arriving after deputies. An extensive search of the area was conducted overnight, the following morning, and following day. Athena was not located. Through the course of the investigation, it was learned that FedEx had delivered a package to the residence during the time Athena went missing. Through further investigation, it was found that the company Big Top Spin was the contracting company delivering packages for FedEx. And investigators were able to work with employees from Big Top Spin to determine which van and driver had made the delivery. Investigators also learned the van was equipped with the video equipment, which was run by a third-party vendor, Velocitor. Velocitor was able to provide video from the truck that delivered the package. The video consists of 1-minute clips. An FBI employee was able to view the video. The FBI employee found that the driver had taken a young girl who was visually similar to Athena in his van. The driver was seen on the video talking to her in the van. The driver of the van was identified as the defendant, Tanner Lynn Horner, white male, date of birth, redacted, Texas driver's license number, redacted. The van was identified as the white in color 2019 GMC box van with the marking FedEx on the side, displaying Texas license plate number NNR 4995, VIN number 1HA3GT CGAKNO13678. The van is registered to Big, and that says Bog. Okay, Bog Top Spin 17418 River Hill Drive, Dallas, Texas. Investigators located the defendant. The defendant stated to investigator Joseph Oliver and Texas Ranger Joe Espinoza that he had taken Athena. The defendant stated to investigators she was deceased. The defendant stated when he was backing up in his FedEx truck, he accidentally hit Athena with the truck, but she was not seriously injured. The defendant stated he panicked and put Athena in the van. Investigators transported the defendant to Wise County Sheriff's Office. The defendant was read his Miranda warning. Ranger Espinoza and investigator Oliver interviewed the defendant. The defendant stated when he was backing up with his FedEx truck, he accidentally hit Athena with the truck, but she was not seriously injured, panicked and put her in the van. The defendant stated Athena was alive at the time, talking to him and told him her name was Athena. The defendant stated he attempted to break I apologize. The defendant stated he attempted to break Athena's neck to kill her. The defendant stated when he attempted to break Athena's neck, it did not work, so he strangled with his bare hands in the back of the FedEx van. During the course of the interview, the defendant again stated he strangled Athena because she was going to tell her father about being hit by the FedEx truck. the defendant was operating. Investigators asked the defendant if he would be willing to take them to where he put Athena's body. The defendant stated that he would and directed investigators to CR 4668 Boyd, Wise County, Texas. Investigators observed the deceased body of whom the defendant stated was Athena in the water. The defendant was transported to the Wise County Sheriff's Office without incident. Wherefore, premises considered your affiant respectfully request that a warrant for arrest of Tanner Lynn Horner to answer for capital felony offense of capital murder of person under 10 years of age in accordance with the laws of state in accordance with the laws of the state of Texas against the peace and dignity of the state of Texas. Man. I just don't understand. That's the only thing that I don't get. If you made it this far, hey, how you doing kind of thing. Do my fan sound real loud? It's not really that loud in person, but when I listen back to this, that thing sound loud. And that's my white noise. That's my background noise, so I can't turn it off. But, I just don't understand. I just got one question. If you would have just randomly set her back out there and just kind of like try to disappear like you tried to disappear, because I'm assuming you went back to work. It sounded like they found you back at work kind of thing. If you would have just let her go and pretended like you ain't never hit her, and when she went home and was like, I got hit by a car, they looking at her like, girl, you ain't got no marks or nothing like that. What is you talking about? And they'd have just wrote it off as you was lying because you tried to run away and you just making up stories. Like, did you not have any thought that maybe you could just be like, and walk away and leave the whole child still living, breathing, existing? Does that not even cross your mind? I just don't understand how this made sense. But you know what? Let me mind my business. Mind my business. Bye, y'all.